Howdy champs, my name is Mohit and people, today I'm going to show you how we can autoplay videos and then pause them while we scroll up and down. In fact, things will become more clear if I actually show you the browser preview. So let's straight away start with the browser preview. I'm using codepen.io. It has 4 panels: HTML, CSS, JS, and the actual browser window, which is on the right side, the right side, the browser preview. Okay, so let's refresh and see the preview. There are 2 videos in the wrapper, a div called wrapper, with an ID of with a class of wrapper, and you can see up front the first video starts to play. And you can also see that this scroller ideally should be right at the top, is slightly down out here at 52 pixels. Why that happened, we'll soon see. So the first video is actually playing, but as I scroll down, you'll realize as soon as the first video starts to get chopped off like so, okay, and we scroll down further, and as soon as the second video comes into the picture, it starts to play. But this video is also going to halt as I scroll up back again and the first video comes out. The first one is actually playing. Now the second one is actually playing. Now the first one is actually playing. And now the second one is actually playing. And as the videos disappear, they do so using an animated effect called hinge, which is available in animated.css, a huge animations library that's in public domain. Okay, so I'm actually using a little bit of a mix of jQuery and JavaScript. The play and pause functions or the play and pause methods belong specifically to JavaScript, not jQuery. Okay, so I had to actually call in some JavaScript because the play pause methods are actually JavaScript methods, and most of it is actually jQuery. Okay, so you can comfortably mix jQuery and JavaScript, not a problem at all. After all, jQuery is nothing but a JavaScript library, right? You see that one falls off, the other plays. The second one falls off, the first plays, right? And if you wanted, you can actually get the sound back, which is upfront muted. Okay, very cool. And if you want, you can start from the very beginning as well, because we have the play, pause, seek bar, etc. Alright, and these are HTML5 videos, guys, brought in using the HTML5 video tag. So depending on which video is actually comfortably in the frame, the first or the second, only that one plays. If both are not comfortably in the frame, none of them will actually play. In the this case, none of them are actually comfortably in the frame, but as the second one comes in, it starts to play as you scroll down. They have to be comfortably in the frame. They should not be getting chopped or cut from the bottom or the top. They should not be truncated from either of the ends, top or the bottom. That's the condition to play. They should be comfortably in the frame or the division with the class of wrapper. Let me show you the very little HTML. In fact, HTML is not very little. CSS is very sparse, very little, hardly any CSS. Okay, so we this is part 1, guys. Here I only talk to you verbatim, just a superficial idea, an overview, a bird's eye view. That's it. In the second part, we'll actually do the coding. We'll understand in depth, in detail. The first part is just to get a vague idea. That's all I do in part number 1 usually. And the actual coding, the working, the actual blood and sweat actually happens in the second part, right? So as I said, I'll talk to you verbatim. In the first part, you can see we have an outer container, a div with a class of wrapper, which then has an image. This image at the top, guys, play, pause, video, and scroll. It's actually an image, it's not some text. So it starts off with an image, and then we move on to the first video, which is an ID of movie 1, a width of whatever, height of whatever. Preload is an attribute, control is an attribute, muted is an attribute. Preload sets the download to start immediately on page load. Controls give you the play, pause, seek bar, etc. Muted sets the video to be on a mute without sound up front. The source tells you which video to play. This video, the first video, is actually hosted on the website, hence it's playing from my own website, qualitylessons.net. Okay, the second video is also hosted on the website qualitylessons.net, video2.mp4. Okay, the MIME type is video /mp4. Actually, ideally have two video sources, guys. Here I've just used one mp4, but you should have ogv plus mp4, something like that, because just in case the mp4 is not supported by the browser, the ogv, the OGG video, will actually play. At least keep two of them ready. Okay, but for this example I'm just using one for simplicity's sake. Okay, so one of the two videos will play depending on which one is actually comfortably in the frame or the division with the class of wrapper. Let's see the very little CSS, very sparse, very hardly a few lines. Okay, so wrapper with the width or whatever, height or whatever, margin or whatever, text line, center. Text line does not only align text, it can align any element like image 2. So we have one px of dashed gray border all around, as you can see out here. And the overflow y has been set to scroll, that's why you're getting the vertical scroller only. Okay, let's look at the very little JavaScript jQuery. So three variables declared out here: var wrapper, var width1, var width2, and we are using document.getElement by id. That's JavaScript, guys. The play and pause methods belong to JavaScript, so you are also fetching the elements via JavaScript. We can apply the play pause methods on JavaScript elements. That's why we are using the getElement by id method. Movie1, movie2. So fetching the two videos or grabbing the two videos. So we are also, you can see out here wrapper.scrollTop is 52. So initially when the video actually starts, the scroll is actually somewhere 52 pixels down, somewhere around here, because there's a condition: if the scroller is more than 50 pixels down, then play the video. So to play the first video up front, I had to do that. Okay, I'm also using the add class, remove class methods, the play method, the pause method. I'm using animations.css. You can actually see this CSS is actually tied up with this. This is animations.css external style sheet, guys. Through the quick add method, you can add animate.css. I've already done that, right? And yeah, so how does animate.css work? How does the class animated work out here? Why did I actually had to remove and add the class animated and hinge? Everything we'll do in detail in the second part only. Why the remove class method out here? Why the add class method out here? And why have I declared the variable called st and made it equal to wrapper.scrollTop? Why I had to, and everything is actually triggered on the scroll event of the wrapper, the container div, that is. Okay, so you can clearly see out here, guys, either one of the videos actually plays, the first or the second, and sometimes both don't play if none of them are actually comfortably in screen, as they are not, none of them are, will actually show up or play. They have to be comfortably be in the wrapper or the outer container, and it's only when, and how you can actually see the controls, guys. That's because of the controls attribute. Okay, so I know that what I'm actually talking maybe sounding like Greek, maybe sounding like a lot of gibberish rubbish, but it'll all start to make sense when I actually do it almost from scratch. So I'll use some code, and whatever code I lose, I'll recreate it for you, and you'll actually understand in detail how things actually function. But for that, you'll need to join me in the second part, the last part, and see how this beautiful effect was actually accomplished. So guys, I hope to see you in the second part. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace.